You were listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside.
Nowadays, you got a lot of dudes out here who have this mentality of get laid or die trying. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude Steve Daygame who came up with that phrase where, these motherfuckers is like, I'll do anything to get with a chick. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so what you got to understand is that's a very feminine type of thought process to feel like you're going to do anything to get with, you know what I'm saying? Get with this person because women, see, what you got to understand is that the way women are, that's sort of what they do. This is why you have chicks dealing with dudes who are fucking crazy on some bullshit, and they'll still stay with a guy because they'll do anything to stay with this dude. You understand? Because they're so emotionally attached to fucking with this guy. Or what happens is that the way that women do things when they're trying to get with a dude or trying to make something happen with a dude, they'll do it through a lot of manipulation. You understand what I'm saying? See, a real man, what a real man does is when he's trying to get shit popping with a woman, he just lets her know what shit is. You understand? And then what happens is that she chooses up based off of what it is. What women do is see, and I talked about this a little bit in my program, which all of you guys should go to Bad Boy membership to get. Is a program called Mind Games. I just came out with that, and it was talking about how women will manipulate you. And so the reason why women manipulate is because as men, we're physically stronger than women. So if anything came down to whatever, a man can technically impose his physical strength on a woman to sort of get her to do certain things. Not necessarily that it's a good thing, but it's something that could happen. But for women,
it's real.
Right. It's a real shit. Right. But for women, since women aren't as physically strong, what women do is that they use, clever manipulation tactics through sort of like mind games. So what happens is that if a woman really wants you, and when I say wants you, that doesn't necessarily mean even wants you for sex or a romantic relationship. It could also be wants you for your attention and for friend zone purposes. What she's going to do is she's going to do anything to get those things from you. So this is why you have guys who are in the friend zone, guys who get used for attention, guys who get used for money, because she's doing anything to get what she wants out of you. You see what I'm saying? She's going to say whatever. She's going to pretend that she likes you. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. She's going to lie to you. She's going to, you see what I'm saying? Does this sound familiar? A person doing all of this shit to get what they want. You understand? This is how you guys are sounding. You know what I'm saying? I also wanted to say too is that, the thing is when it comes to this actually makes it harder for you to get the type of woman you want. Because the thing is this is that the relationships that you have is always going to be yin and yang. There's always going to be dominant and submissive. There's always going to be, that type of energy flowing through the relationship. So the thing is, if you're this feminine type of dude, right? Or you have all those feminine type of tendencies, what's going to happen is that you're going to most likely in more cases than not, you're going to end up being with a dominant woman. You understand what I'm saying? Who's sort of running the show. And you won't even realize this shit is happening. Because this is the funny part, because even the other day on my live stream, I had a dude call in talking about, I be lying to these girls, and he's like, Mr. Locario, what's the big deal? Why are you going so hard on this? Like, he was actually like sort of mad at me for going hard on saying not to lie to women. You know what I mean? That already within itself is ridiculous, right? So he said that, I'm with this girl now. I don't really like her, but we're boyfriend and girlfriend because I lied to her in order to sort of get with her. You feel what I'm saying? So now what he's done is that he don't even realize that he followed his girl. You understand what I'm saying? He's following his girl. You understand? Because he didn't want to be in no relationship. She said, I want to be in a relationship. I'm not fucking with you unless we're in a relationship. Guess what he did? He got into a relationship with her. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he basically followed his woman. So now he's already she's already in the dominant. He's already in the submissive. You see what I'm saying? And he doesn't even realize it. You see what I mean? So.
And he thinks he's doing the good thing because he's like, oh, I got the pussy now.
Right.
You know, all I had to do was sell her a dream.
Right.
But my nigga, if you are now in a relationship with the chick, hasn't the dream become the reality for you?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You claim you sold the dream to her.
Right.
But now you're actually in a situation where you're doing something that you don't want to do.
Exactly.
So the dream that you claim you sold to her is now a dream that you're living. You're literally living a lie, dude.
Right.
And you think you're doing the right thing? Look, man, any real nigga knows this. Whenever you lie, only person you're lying to is yourself, straight up and down.
Real shit. And you know, it's funny. What the other thing he also said was, he was like, "Oh, I'm getting with her because tax time is coming, and she's supposed to be giving me her tax check or whatever, her tax return or whatever." And so I'm like, okay, so you getting into this relationship just to get pussy, and you trying to get the tax money. You feel what I'm saying? Because and this is what I said to him. I said, dude, you know, anything that you do and say is a reflection of you and what's going on. So basically, you saying, "Oh, I'm trying to get the tax money," really means that you ain't really on your purpose and doing your own thing. Because if you were, you wouldn't need the shit. You wouldn't feel the need to want to get that. You feel what I'm saying? There's a difference between where your mat game is so tight where your girl is like, yo, or the girl you fucking with is like, yo, you know, I got some tax joint coming. I want to get you something, or, you know, I want to give you my money because you're that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? That's one thing. But if you're having to lie to the chick, you understand what I'm saying? To try to get with her to get it. That ain't no fucking. You ain't doing this. Like, come on, dog. That's retarded. Because again,
how many?
Because I'm like this. What does that sound like? Yeah. What does that sound like, though? A person trying to get with another person to get money from them. That sound like a gold digger, right? Who's usually gold diggers? Bitches.
Oh, Jesus. At the very core of it, we're all animals, and we can all sense different things.
Right.
And women, one thing about females is they know when you're a real nigga and when you're not.
Exactly.
They know.
Exactly.
They have an intuition about these things, and then when they know when you're. And most times they can recognize a fake nigga, and then they use fake niggas. They use fake, just like how you were saying with the manipulation. They use fake niggas. When a woman recognizes a real nigga, they either fuck with him or they don't.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Because they realize that they have to make a choice. Because it's like, am I fucking with? Because he's a real nigga, and I can't manipulate a real nigga. So either I'm gonna fuck with him or I'm not. Period.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yo, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what a real nigga I am. And I remember you said something about this the other day. I think you said it on that the Patreon extra joint where you was like, if you tell your woman you're gonna do something, you have to fucking do it no matter what. Let me tell you what happened. When I just because the chick that I'm fucking with, I've been with her for a few years now. I think it was the second or third Valentine's Day that we shared together, right?
Right.
And I went in, like I went all out. Like I'm talking about, you know, a nigga spent like a good, and I'm a young nigga, but I was working at the time, and I think at the time the economy was much, much better.
Right.
So I think I spent like a good $350-$400 on this Valentine's Day evening. You understand? I'm talking about we went to a restaurant, then we went to another place, and then we ended up at some dessert spot.
Right.
Yeah, you went to a restaurant, movie, then we went to a dessert spot. Everything was laid out. We had the cars set up to take us from one place to the next, all of that hot shit. Let me tell you what happened.
Right.
The same bitch that I'm fucking with right now, she said because it was a group of us, and she was saying to one of the other girls, but she didn't say it under her breath. She said it so I could hear, because she was, at the time, she was on some fucking, you know, bitches could test you. That's all I'm saying. Bitches could test you. So I heard her say to the other bitch, yo, I don't know where we going next, but I'm not feeling this shit right now.
Wow.
Now, like I said, this was some, I went out, son. I went out of my way for this. You understand?
Right.
And I went up to her and I said, what did you say? And she was like, oh, I was talking to her. I said, I know who you were talking to, but I heard something, and I need for you to repeat that shit.
Right.
And she said it. And I said, let me tell you something. You don't get Valentine's Day anymore. We don't celebrate Valentine's Day anymore. You understand? My nigga, that was in 2000 and maybe 5 or 6.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
We've been together till today. And I don't do nothing for Valentine's Day, and she doesn't even expect it. Between her and I, Valentine's Day doesn't even fucking exist. And I stuck to my word for all these years, and this bitch is still fucking with me. So right. Explain that.
Exactly.
All you bitch ass niggas out here lying to bitches and thinking that, oh my God, if I'm totally honest with her, she'll never want to do this and she'll never want to do that. I can go upstairs. I can go to my bitch right now, and say, yo, give me some head, and it will happen. And let me tell you, what is it? Today is February 11th.
Right.
In 3 fucking days, I'm not buying her shit.
Facts.
And she knows that. And if I want what I want, it'll happen. You understand? I've been keeping it real with my bitch for the last 13, 14 years.
Right.
And she's still fucking with a nigga. So explain that to me. Explain that to me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They don't fucking get it, B.
Y'all motherfuckers is out here scared of females and scared of them saying no. Don't you? Let me tell you something. When you're afraid of something.
Now, if you want to hear the full episode of this Bad Boy Show, make sure you click the link below and join the Patreon, because all of the new Bad Boy shows are going to be on Patreon. All right, so make sure you click that link below, join the Patreon, so you will never miss a Bad Boy Show episode.